industry smile.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್
ಸೆಂಟರ್
Wait, I gotta go in.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused. Hamilton was the treasurer. He was the secretary of the treasury. He's the one who wrote the package. Sorry about that. There's only two. Standing by himself. People don't like to
to avoid the excessive heat of the city. Here in Graves House, on the outskirts of town, Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence.
You want to see that too?
I can't guarantee you'll get in, but we'll try to accommodate people if there's extra space. Don't worry about that. A lot of people get stuck. So here we are looking at the courtroom of the old State House. Well, from the time this building opened for business in the 1730s all the way up until the 1870s, this was a courtroom. This particular room retains its original function longer than any of the others. So as I was mentioning earlier, after 1799, the state of Pennsylvania isn't really located here with their government. They lease out the other rooms of the building for different purposes. And actually, they nearly tore down the building to pay debts and try and redevelop the property and pay off all debts. The city of Philadelphia intervened. They purchased this building from the state in order to preserve it. And later on, it was the city of Philadelphia, right, the second owners. They're the ones who give it the name that we use today, Independence Hall. So it's had two official names, State House, Independence Hall, for now for a very long time. Well, you're looking at the courtroom the way it did originally, and maybe not during a tour. Excuse me, I can sneak on through. Step back just a little bit. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the assembly room. Well, I have to say this, of course, because we have a lot of people in town who the Army Navy getting now. So, this room, there you go. All right. how about the Army fans? Maybe you can tell us when the Continental Army was founded.
1775.
In this room, and do you remember the month? It's June. It's the first, of course, of the connected with these events that is a good common thread throughout the whole founding of the country. I would say maybe look at Benjamin Franklin. He was a clerk to the assembly here in the early years. Later on, he's publishing essays where he's identifying a problem, a big problem. Is the fact that this country is going to be a lot bigger. It's getting bigger than Great Britain. Much more land, more resources. He says within 100 years or so, the population will double. And it turns out he was right about that. And as early as 1751, he's saying, well, you know, someday either this...
Thank you. See, tour begins when George Washington was inaugurated President March 4, 1793 and the closed with his office. John Adams was inaugurated March 4, 1927. നേരത്തെ ആള് സംസാരിച്ച ആള്
One place you don't want to sit is up there. That's the original chair. You want to get your gremlin shot now?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let's do that. There we go. So it's got a very fast shutter speed.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shutter speed, so I like it.
What's the ice? I can make that work.
It's very good.
Let's have a seat over here. That's fine.
You want some so we get some. That's a 10.
See the fireplaces? You go.
The first one he hasn't mentioned. So it's blank.
This is a courtroom. And it will be a courtroom once the Senate moves out. Yeah.
So this is a courtroom, and the Senate was temporarily here for a year, and then it became a courtroom.
The Senate is here for 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
But downstairs, the House of Reps.
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. 1790 to 1800.
So they got DC.
Exactly.
Oh man.
No, reproduction. You got square head nails and all that. They've done a nice job.
Yeah. No,
And they don't treat the wood, so with all the visitation, it looks very old.
It looks old. It's the stairs in that stairwell.
Yeah.
Isn't that painting in the rug original?
No, the carpet's 1976, but it is a copy of what they had, and it's symbols of the 13 original states wrapped around the Great Seal. The eagle was painted in the 19th century while this was a courtroom.
At the beginning part of our country.
There is a balcony, but this was a courtroom, and that's why it's there. The Senate would not welcome people.
What
Brandon Matthews. Brandon Matthews. Okay, over by the bell.